LO2. Use of life-saving appliances. Life-saving appliances are appliances used in time of emergency to save life. 1.1 Types and usage of some life-saving appliances. A. Life buoy. B. Life jacket. C. Immersion suits. D. Thermal protective aids. A. Life buoy. Life buoy is designed to be thrown to a person in the water, to provide buoyancy to prevent drowning. Life buoy attachment. Life buoy with line. Self-igniting light. Self-activating smoke signal. B. Life jacket. Are buoyant devices used for saving person from drowning by keeping their bodies afloat. Types of life jacket. Rigid inherent buoyancy. Inflatable. Life jacket attachment. Whistle. Reflective tape. Light. Vessel's name. C. Immersion suits. Is a protective suit which produces the body heat loss of a person wearing it in a cold weather. Immersion suits should be available to every person assigned to crew in the rescue boat. For passenger and cargo ships with non-enclosed lifeboats, at least 3 immersion suits shall be carried for each lifeboat. D. Thermal protective aid. A bag or suit made of waterproof material with low thermal conductivity. For passenger and cargo ships with non-enclosed lifeboats, a thermal protective aid must be provided for persons not provided with immersion suit.
Hello, my name is Rob Birdwell. I teach marine inspections at Training Center Yorktown. Today, we're going to talk about ring buoys. Some other synonyms that you'll find about ring buoys in the regulations are life rings, life buoys, and lifesavers. These can be found on all types of vessels, from small recreation vessels to super tankers, too large to even fit into our ports. There are 5 characteristics common to all ring buoys, regardless of the vessels that they're installed on. The size and quantity. We need to check and make sure that the size of the ring buoys and the quantity of the ring buoys is applicable to the regulations for that vessel. We need to make sure that these ring buoys are immediately available for use. If someone were to fall overboard, these ring buoys need to be deployed right away. They cannot be lashed down to the vessel or stowed away in a closet somewhere else. They need to be able to be used right away. The color and markings of the ring buoy. Again, refer to the regulations to figure out if they're the right color, usually orange or white in color, and that they're marked appropriately with the name of the vessel and possibly even the port where they came from. Correctly outfitted with line and lights. If the ring buoy is required by regulation to have a line attached to it, 60 feet or 90 feet, you need to check that line and make sure it's the appropriate length and in good condition. If it's required to have a light attached to it, you need to check the light and make sure it's operational so it's ready to be used. The ring buoys are required to be approved and in serviceable condition. They are approved domestically for domestic vessels in 46 CFR 160.050. We refer to that as subchapter Q of the CFR. Internationally, they can be approved by SOLAS. So what is approved and serviceable condition of a ring buoy? Let's go through the parts of a ring buoy and talk about each one. So what is serviceable condition of a ring buoy? We have to go to 46 CFR 160.050 to see how these ring buoys were manufactured and what conditions they have to meet to be in serviceable condition. The grab line is one of the first things that we look at on a ring buoy. The grab line is manufactured of a synthetic material and it has to have a breaking strength of a certain pounds per square inch. So when you inspect this grab line, you're inspecting the overall condition of it. You want to give it a little twist and take a look at the threads inside the grab line. If you look at this ring buoy here, as we give it a little twist, you can see that this grab line is coming apart, it's fraying apart. This no longer has the breaking strength that it was manufactured to. So this would not be in serviceable condition. This would be an example of a good grab line around a ring buoy. Ring buoys are designed to meet a certain minimum and maximum weight standard for each type of ring buoy. In order to check that, you need to physically handle the ring buoy. You need to pick the ring buoy up and see if it's been waterlogged with water. Many ring buoys have a plug in the bottom of them where they were foam filled. If the plug comes out, that provides an opportunity for water to intrude inside of the ring buoy and collect in the bottom of the ring buoy. When you pick them up, they should be balanced. balanced and they shouldn't be heavy. If you have defects inside the ring buoy, such as this one, that also provides an opportunity for water to get into the ring buoy and affect the material inside and waterlog it, making it heavy and not effective. That would have to be taken out of service. When inspecting the ring buoy, you want to inspect the ring buoy for rips, tears, cracks, and the retroreflective material that's placed on the ring buoy to make sure it's all in serviceable condition. Any rips, tears, or cracks could provide an opportunity for water to get into the ring buoy, rendering it unserviceable. The retroreflective material that's on the ring buoy has to maintain its reflective properties. Over time, that can fade away. If that's the case, this material needs to be replaced with new Solus A-type reflective material. Any repairs that need to be made to the ring buoy. Repairs can be made as per manufacturer's recommendations. If the manufacturer has a repair kit that can be used for the ring buoy, then the ring buoy could be repaired using the manufacturer's recommendations. So in conclusion, when inspecting ring buoys on a vessel, refer to the applicable regulations or conventions for the type of vessel that you're on. Also, remember, physically handle these ring buoys. It's crucial that you pick the ring buoys up out of the brackets and inspect them front and back. Look for the rips, tears, cracks. Handle the grab lines. Take a look at the retroreflective material. Is it in good and serviceable condition? That's what we're asking ourselves.
I'm Senior Sergeant Ryan Marino with the Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office Marine Enforcement Unit. We're going to discuss the proper use of the throwable life rings which are located at all Calcasieu Parish parks and boat launches. Throwable life rings are very easy to use by simply opening the door, taking the life ring in your throwing hand, and grasping the rope in your other hand. Before throwing, drop the end of the rope, stand on it to maintain contact, point towards your victim, and in an underhand motion, throw the ring to them. Once your victim is safely holding on to the ring, you'll slowly pull them into the bank. Just hang on to the ring, sir. Hang on to that ring, sir, we'll get you out. Once you get them to the dock or to the bank, you will assist them in getting out of the water. Remember the phrase, reach, throw, row, and go. Reach toward them with a paddle or a pole. Throw a rope or a throw ring to them. Row by getting in a boat and going out to them. Or go as entering the water as a swimmer. Remember, oftentimes the rescuer can also become the victim.
If you end up in the water for whatever reason, wearing your life jacket is going to help stop you from drowning. With a correctly fitted life jacket, you will float high in the water, your airways will be clear, and the back of the life jacket will support your head properly. If your life jacket is not fitted correctly, then you're going to struggle. It won't support you properly, and you will be lower in the water and therefore gulping in water with air. It's easy to check if your life jacket is fitted correctly. You should be able to fit a fist hand between the buckle and your chest. Your crotch straps should be a firm fit without impeding your ability to move. When you are in the water, your body will naturally face the wind and waves. Using a spray hood will protect your face and mouth, making breathing easier.
It was supporting me. Yeah, it was keeping me up. I could adjust my crotch strap in the water, pull the buoyancy even further down, get my head further out.
I'm totally wiped out. I've only been in there a few moments. Trying to keep my head above water and not breathe in water was so difficult with this life jacket because it's just riding up all the time. it's pulling very badly on my neck because the weight's all coming on my neck, and that's throwing my head forward into the water. So the whole thing, I'm just taking in water all the time and flailing around. It's very sort of, makes you feel quite disorientated and distressed. It's not very nice.
I felt sorry for him. I felt I should be going to help him and try and do something for him because he was suffering. I could see he was suffering.
But same life jacket, but it was fitted properly. He was there relaxed. I'm just exhausted and tired already from just trying to keep the life jacket from riding up over my face.
It's exactly the same life jacket. Just because I had the crotch straps on, chest strap blown up, it just supported me so much better. I could just sit there and take it a bit more.
When you're here in an environment, you know there's somebody going to pull you out if you get into real trouble. I just can't imagine what it'd be like if you're actually out at sea and you knew that the boat was sailing away from you and you were stuck there and maybe going to be there for a long time. With a life jacket like this, with it badly fitted and no crutch strap, I just don't think I'd last more than about 20 minutes. And you've got to be wearing the life jacket, it's got to be fitted properly, and like they say, it's useless unless you wear it.
I am going to show you or teach you how to wear immersion suit. So what we are waiting for? Let's begin. Before we wear the immersion suit, we must know what is immersion suit. So immersion suit is immersion suit. An immersion suit shall be constructed with waterproof material such that 1. It can be unpacked and done without assistance within 2 minutes, taking into account donning of any associated clothing, donning of a life jacket if the immersion suit must be worn in conjunction with a life jacket if necessary, shall have sufficient buoyancy and stability in calm fresh water. 2. Lift the mouth of the exhausted or unconscious person clear of the water by not less than 120 mm and allow the wearer to turn from a face down to a face up position in not more than 5 seconds. And inflation of oral inflatable chamber fitted. 2. It will not sustain burning or continue melting after being totally enveloped in a fire for a period of 2 seconds. 3. It will cover the whole body with the exception of the face, except that covering for the hands may be provided by separate glove which shall be permanently attached to the suit. 4. It is provided with arrangement to minimize or reduce free air in the legs of the suit. 5. Following a jump from a height of not less than 4.5 meters into the water and there is no undue egress of water into the suit. An immersion suit shall permit the wearer to wearing it, and also wearing a life jacket if the immersion suit is to be worn in conjunction with a life jacket. 2. 1. Climb up and down a vertical ladder at least 5 meters in length. 2. Perform normal duties associated with abandonment. 3. Jump over a height of not less than 4.5 meters into the water without damaging or dislodging the immersion suit or its attachment or being injured. And 4. Swim a short distance through the water and board a survival craft. An immersion suit which has buoyance and is designed to be worn without a life jacket shall be fitted with a light complying with the requirements of the life jacket light. Each life jacket light shall have luminous intensity of not less than 0.75 candelas in all directions of the upper hemisphere. Have a source of energy capable of providing a luminous intensity of 0.75 candelas for a period of at least 8 hours. Be visible over as great a segment of the upper hemisphere as it practicable when attachment to life jacket and be out of white color. If the life of the life jacket is flashing light, it shall in addition to provided with a manually operated switch and flash at a rate of not less than 50 flashes and not more than 70 flashes per minute with an effective luminous intensity of at least 0.75 candelas. Each life jacket shall be fitted with a whistle firmly secured by a lanyard. An immersion suit which has buoyancy and is designed to be worn without a life jacket shall be provided with a releasable buoyant line of other means to secure it to the suit worn by another person in the water. An immersion suit which has buoyancy and is designed to be worn without life jacket shall be provided with a suitable means to allow a rescuer to lift wearer from the water into a survival craft or rescue boat. If an immersion suit is to be worn in conjunction with a life jacket shall be worn over the immersion suit. Person wearing such immersion suit shall be able to don a life jacket without assistance. The immersion suit shall be marked to indicate that it must be worn in conjunction with a compatible life jacket. An immersion suit shall have buoyancy which is not reduced by more than 5% after 24 hours. Submerged in fresh water and does not depend on use of loose granulated materials. An immersion suit made of materials which has no inherent insulation shall be 1. Marked with instruction that it must be worn in conjunction with warm clothing, and 2. So constructed that when worn in conjunction with warm clothing and with a life jacket in the immersion suit is to be worn with a life jacket and immersion suit continues to provide sufficient thermal protection. Following one jump by the wearer into the water from a height of 4.5 meters to ensure when it is worn for a period for 1 hour in calm circulating waters at a temperature of 5 degrees centigrade. The wearer's body core temperature does not fall more than 2 degrees centigrade. An immersion suit made of material with inherent insulation, when worn either its own or with a life jacket. If the immersion suit is to be worn in conjunction with a life jacket, shall provide the wearer with sufficient thermal insulation, following one jump into the water from a height of 4.5 meters to ensure that the wearer body core temperature does not fall more than 2 degrees centigrade. After a period of 6 hours immersion in calm circulating waters at a temperature of between 0 degrees centigrade to 2 degrees centigrade. Okay guys, so this is my immersion suit, and now I will show you how to wear the immersion suit.
Oh, and there's that's a stroke. And then we have those old orange flashlight thingies that we used to see. Fortunately, I don't see any of those. Yeah. In the hood in your suit. You a Raider fan? Come by an office to take all your wallets and give some of them back. Other stuff on your suit, you know, really shouldn't see stuff duct taped to your suit. You can also go legs to legs so that you make like a big square. You could put an injured person across your legs in the middle. They're unconscious or something like that. Put them right there in the middle so they're not getting right out of the water. Or maybe they don't have a suit. Somebody doesn't get their suit on.
Look like a bunch of astronauts heading for the space capsule.
Oh, you're so lucky. It stayed. Did you get my good side? I don't have a good side. Yeah. Yeah, the suit's really for one purpose, and that's to keep your butt afloat and warm.
Okay, I'm going to go off or discuss quickly about getting into the water. We may have set this up here, I don't know, we've done some warm-up. Yeah, you get the water, open your arms, come right up on your back. You might get a lot of air, it's all going to come out. Neck knees here. Try, you know, some people haven't done it before. So one at a time. Yep. Good. There you go. Alright, next person. Face me. They only got 3 straight right now. Alright.
Under the arm. Take that little line. Now just lay back. Lay back.
Lay back.
Lay back. You got so much buoyancy in there, you don't know what to do with it.
Go underwater.
Trying to hold your head out of the water, by the way.
Arms out. Go underwater. Open your arms up. Come back on your back.
Yeah, don't look down. There you go. Just,
open your arms. There you go. You got it.
Lay back. There you go.
All right, guys. So get in that line formation. You guys can all do that first. The last 4, you can break off. All right, now let's try. The last group wasn't able to do this. Let's try to make that star formation.
That circle up.
So the 2 end people got to paddle around to each other, kind of. There. Close.
Check and pull. Perfect. Now turn.
What was that?
Turn and help the next person in.
Help the next guy.
Here. Now, if you get to a raft and it's already full, you see there's grab lines on the side you can hang on to, or even tie yourself off. Is that 4? Okay. That's 4.
There are spaces in the water, and you stack, you can't go on top of them.
Is it? Yep. I'm not sure, but a little mouse. Oh, Mike's love these. Yeah. It's just a nest, but Mike loves these. Yeah.
Second to last, you know, if you got people to help them pull in. Okay, now hold on. You 3 hold off. We're gonna let these guys get out.
Make it?
Okay. Gotta get my breath.
Yeah.
The thermal protection aid and how to use it. Thermal protection aids are these massive sleeping bag looking things. They're used to treat hypothermia and severe cold by reflecting the person's body heat back onto them using a special interior. To put it on, all you have to do is open up these two flaps, sit down inside of it, slip your legs in like you're going into the sleeping bag. Put your week on it first, bring it up to the left, and slip the lid on. Slip it up to the inside. Then you warm.
Pause, and this is a PFD, which is a personal flotation device. So this is a type 1 personal flotation device. So when you put it on, and if you're on your stomach, it'll roll you back over upright so your head is out of the water. So to put it on, just put it over your head, bring it down, bring around the strap, and you tighten it, and you hide the straps. And on these life jackets, you have your light, your reflective gear so people can see you. That's why it's bright orange. And then you have your whistle, which is on the side somewhere. Just right here. And then you can blow it. And you can be heard by different people. That is your personal flotation device.